Okay. Generation Exile, we're going to play. Let's have a look at the store page and read the thingy off it. You are aboard humanity's first and final generation ship, a last chance expedition now. Can I get back to that, please? Now teetering on the rim of collapse. One step at a time, you must rebuild society and the ship's fragile ecosystems using only what you brought with you in this turn-based narrative city builder. All right. I wasn't expecting to see turn-based there, but let's give this a go. This is Generation Exile. And we can take a look at it now. Sonderla Studios presents Generation Exile. We didn't get very far from Earth before strange things started happening. It's 2 years after launch. Last year, you would have said things were going well. This year, the compost worms hummed and at least 5 people were lost to sudden sinkholes. Punit Gwok taps you on the shoulder. You've known Punit since years before the generation ship mission. He's the last living agricultural disease specialist. You're going to need him. Punit's toting a large duffel bag. It's time, he says intensely. This is only getting worse. Back on Earth, the scales had periods of inactivity. We can hope that one of those is coming, but who knows when. We need to hold up. You curse under your breath in ever-present chagrin. We tried so hard to keep the scales off the ship. Yes, you trust Punit. You grab whatever you can and follow him. In the subsurface made of artificial cave packages and cabled access tunnels, a few hundred people form your group. You occasionally radio with other parties scattered in other underground spaces. You live on the rations intended as planetfall supplies. At first, people make brief returns to the biome surface. Not all come back. You stay below. You've been down here for months, you calculate. You and Punit are once again bemoaning the hubris of Earth's ruling class, consuming Earth in their greed, and then paying for a quick environmental fix, which turned out, of course, to be the scales. They had no idea what they were doing. Punit is half yelling for the umpteenth time when there's a commotion around one of the tents. You join the crowd clustered at the entrance of Cameron Sclear's tent. Inside, Cameron's belongings have been pushed aside, revealing something sprouting from the dense earth of the cave floor. You focus on it as it begins to move. It looks like a human hand formed from roots and tendrils. Someone behind you whispers, "It's signing letters, I'm sure of it, but it's nonsense. It's not words." Fear echoes through the cave. We have to leave. The scales has made its way inside. It's not safe here anymore. Maybe the surface is cleared enough to restart food production. You consider how few supplies remain. There's no other choice. In the last supply cache, preparing your group to make its way upward, you stumble across a toroidal support robot, which according to its packaging was intended to help with settlement after planetfall. You switch it on a few hundred years early. As an indicator light blinks on, a synthetic voice beeps. Ship data connection established. Oxygen use shows a smaller living population than even the most conservative projection models. The robot rotates to face you. My crew roster indicates that you are the most experienced and qualified individual to serve as the settlement's caretaker. Congratulations! You're more disheveled than your profile indicates. Please allow me a moment to update it. Oh, nice! Okay. I like the dungarees. It's dungarees all the way. Hair. Yeah, I can have purple hair. I can have pink hair, but that's not quite pink. Pointy ears like a elf, not quite. I really like the amount of changes you can do to your character. I like that a lot. I get a choice of glasses. It's glasses or nose piercing. As you do, glasses or nose piercing. Those are your two options. Let's go with that. I don't want a hat. Oh, those are all options for hats. Okay, cool. Cool, I like her. Okay, first name. We know what it is. Okay, we'll do she, her. Let's see how that goes. The moment of truth, this freight elevator abandoned as we abandoned everything on the ship. It's in good enough shape to ferry us up. Okay. Okay. First, we'll need to restore basic infrastructure for anyone else coming out and joining us. Unfortunately, there were many dilapidated and ruined structures nearby to salvage. Unsettling they've gotten derelict so quickly. This is just like an area. Okay, it's an area under like a big tarpaulin or something. We'll have to establish a salvage yard in range of the ruined structures and mark suitable locations to build it when you do. Open the build bar and select salvage yard. Let's pop it here. We'll have to establish a salvage yard. Can I rotate? No. There. The salvage yard will be up and running shortly. And oh, you can't see that. And what a big saw it will have. Click end turn in the bottom right to progress. Oh, it's like a city builder, but also civilization. Folks at the salvage yard will start gathering from nearby ruined structures without any more direction from you. Such autonomy. Okay, consumption production. Okay, nice. And 3. Build material reconstitutor. Should I be building one of these as well? I guess so. Tile needs attention. Many structures require specific resources to function. The material reconstitutor needs water every turn. Build a water tank near the reconstitution to make it operational. If I build it there, that's not water, is it? I thought that might have been water. Maybe it isn't. New crew members arrive to help. As you take the first steps towards rebuilding, 2 skilled crew members step forward, ready to assist you. Their skills will be invaluable as you continue to expand and make efforts to restore the biome back to its intended state. By assigning them to tasks and putting their talents to use, we can take another step towards securing a thriving home for everyone on the ship. So this is skills seek mastery, study, and skills tend sway mastery. Okay, nice. Build a basic habitat. People need places to live, water to drink, food to drink. Keep in mind that as the population grows, these needs will increase. Build a basic habitat to provide shelter and provide it with food and water. So we've got water there, and then build a cricket farm. I can't build a cricket farm yet because I need another turn. Okay, maybe I can't do that yet. Okay, I know you need food. Hold up. Well, the food place needs water. So it's like a 3-tile thing we need for food and water. Re-establishing your settlement will require meeting the needs of the population. I've helpfully categorized them for you. It seems easier than impossible to develop them all. Toggle development goals by clicking on the tracker. Where's the... Okay, here. 1 tiles with farm structure, gather 2 raw materials. Okay. Progress means raw needs and new ways to meet them. An endless rotation, not unlike the spacecraft, which I was never intended to witness the inside of. Advancing development levels adds new structures and goals. Okay. I don't know. Development level increased. Waste storage facility, bio waste, and 1 unhoused population. Okay. Need food, insufficient shelter. Fuck. Providing for the ship means monitoring many things that can affect the person's well-being. People tend to not survive but thrive. Click the well-being bar. Well-being bar. Well-being bar. Well-being. So, okay, right. Negative impacts to the ship's well-being can escalate quickly, so you need to address them and find positive solutions. If the ship's well-being gets too low, our journey will be impossible, and that means humanity is probably doomed. Okay. Basic needs met. Do we need to build another basic habitat then? Or will it be enough? We need to give waste. I'm assuming. Waste storage facility. We won't screw up another planet. Only a matter of time. Perception. It only stores 1 person. A crisis of sorts. An alarm starts blaring through the ship. An electrical fire has broken out near the storage bay. Smoke is already thick in the corridor. 2 crew members rush to respond. Laurel insists he has the technical expertise to handle it safely. Well, Sendego argues that his knowledge of the ship's layout makes him better suited to navigate the hazard. Both are determined, but sending the wrong person can make the situation worse. You can step in yourself or choose which crew member will face the flames. I don't think I can do it. I think I'm going to send Laurel. Using the technical know-how, Laurel bypasses a faulty conduit and cuts the power. The fire is contained before it spreads further, but the damage to the storage bay is significant. Supplies are lost, slowing the colony's progress, but no one was hurt. There are never a dull moment, it seems. There are any manner of challenges ahead, but circumstances may be favourable to us all. Completing actions has a chance to advance the crisis fortune tracks, triggering an event of that one type upon filling entirely. Okay, interesting. So what do I need? Do I need to make another shelter? Is that only enough for 1 person? Well, that's just wizard. What if I make another one then? Temporary shelters. Fortune high, crisis high. Okay. Build that. I just want them to have somewhere to live. What did I hear over here? Did I hear anything? Probably not. Okay, that's done. That's +1. Yeah, all basic needs met. Cool. Development increased. Upstarters, your efforts has improved the settlement. Water condenser, power distributor, byproduct processing facility, soil processor, upgrade improved, storage ways, bigger tanks. Okay. Plan and create mastery. Good at foreseeing problems. Skilled at inspiring others. I think we'll do Darius. The biome's prolonged period of unattendance has caused fertilization systems to poison the soil with an excess of nitrate salts. This can be undone, but we'll need to power up some restoration structures. Build a power distributor to enable ecosystem restoration structures. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah. Difficult rating hard. Go. Don't know how I feel about this being turn-based until someone turns up. Actions dismantle scrubber. So it'll also destabilize the environment. It wants us to dismantle the scrubber. With power extended to this area, we can remove the excess fertilizer nitrates. However, processing that out of the soil and water will produce byproducts that is itself toxic. We'll need to build structures to manage that as well. Okay. Non-functional. It needs more power to function. I thought... How do we give this more power then? Hero reconstructor, waste storage, power distributor. So you don't have enough power to operate all your structures. Remember, you can reclaim power by dismantling some more power-hungry scrubbers, and also by disabling or demolishing structures that use power. Okay, with power extended to this area, you can remove the excess fertilizer nitrates. However, processing that out of the soil and water will produce additional byproduct that is all self-toxic. Yes, 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 yes. Do you not... You still don't have enough power? Why not? Or do we have to wait till the next turn? Why is it non-functional? Oh, I've turned it off. Now it's on. Is that doing the things we need? Environmental cleaner. I didn't even see what that was. It's got to be this. Nope. Build an environmental cleaner. Water condenser, water tanks. Basic habitats. Am I losing my mind? Power distributor, waste storage, salvage yard. You don't have an environmental cleaner. Okay, basic needs are met. Do radius of food production upgrade. I'm just gonna do all of the upgrades while I try and figure out what I'm supposed to do to get an environmental cleaner. Oh, they might all both level up on this. Okay, yeah. The latest harvest of crickets has been contaminated. A disturbing number of batches were found to be infected with the parasite, rendering them unsafe for consumption. Laurel suggests that the biological team recommends destroying the contaminated batches immediately to prevent spreading the infection further, but this will leave a significant gap in the colony's food reserves and enforce rationing. As an alternative, San Diego has, that's totally not the word, Senengdao has liaised with the workers and suggests we can put a rush on production to filter out the uninfected crickets from the contaminated harvest. This will allow the colony to avoid rationing, but the demand for supplies for our cricket farms will increase significantly. Alternatively, you could just ignore the issue entirely and just everyone consume the contaminated crickets. I think rush production. To avoid rationing, the colony works overtime to increase farm output and filter the untainted crickets. This helps meet immediate food needs, but the farms are now consuming more resources than before. The increased demand for materials places additional strain on supply chains, and the risk of long-term sustainability becomes a concern. While the colony avoids rationing, the cost of maintaining food production is significant. Yikes. Okay, right, so how do I build an environmental centre if I don't have an environmental centre? I think we might have to do the byproduct processing facility because I don't think I've had one of those. I think I'll just do that. Can't we change output to baseball? I mean, we could. Select a new ability. Chance to add additional storage capacity to storage structures built by this character. Either style. Chance of adding beautiful trait to structures. It has to be bigger on the inside. I'm not playing about. Chance of adding beautiful. Mental. Low chance of team members gaining additional XP bonus after completing a task. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Okay, that's not the thing that it wanted. How do I build an environmental cleaner? What's a desalinator? Maybe it's one of these two. If I build one of those, is that a... Yeah, there's the environmental cleaner, okay. And if we build a water... We can do that too. Water tanks are a finite resource. Once the supply is distributed, they're empty. This can really interrupt the production chain, so make sure to set up a replacement. It's possible to dismantle empty water tanks to reclaim some materials, but it will leave behind a mess. With power extended to this area, we can remove the excess fertilizer nitrates. However, processing that out the soil and water will produce byproduct that is self-toxic. We'll need to... Yeah. Okay, water tanks. Can I dismantle this now? Demolish. Oh, that's hard. Wait for someone else. There we go. Right, let's demolish it. Okay, let's go. Basic build task. Let's go. just move it over if you wouldn't mind. I don't know how I feel about the like the whole transfer thing. I need to make a water tank. Put it back there. I don't know how I feel about the time thing. Oh, basic needs aren't met. Need water. Okay. I think that will fix it then. There we go. Development level increase, grouping, new structure, advanced habitats. A water tank's bigger than what? Yes, 100%. They have tracks and everything. +3 unhoused population, +3 workforce, 2 development points. Okay. Water distributor and water pump sounds good. Let's do Bowden. Focus on building more developed, sustainable protection chains and better housing. Okay, so if let's say, for example, I demolish the shit out of this. And then I build a bigger house. Over there. Okay, how are we doing housing wise? Nicer homes. Okay. We could probably... Whoa, what happened then? You've come to the community hall for some caffeine and a moment to yourself. You had one sip of your coffee when you overheard someone at the table behind you shout, "That's unfair." What's wrong? Shouting is usually your cue to step in. "Hey, Callista, great timing. Can you come here?" You recognise Karen Sing's voice. It has an edge of urgency to it. Everyone is frowning and glaring at one another except for Kerwin, whose forced smile is almost a grimace. "Look, it might not be fair, but life's not fair," Ginnis Solek says. "You'll all get your turn someplace nice eventually," Faustina O'Culin shrugs. This launches another wave of arguing. Arno's voice cuts over the others. "I work within industrial chemicals and sleep in a box. And you two work at a keyboard and sleep in mansions. That isn't right." A few of the people in the community hall are looking over at this table, curious and disapproving. Karen shoots you a pleading look. I'm going to calm everyone down and promise to resolve the issue later. Housing situation can't be solved right now, but this argument can. You remind them that you can't prioritize issues based on bickering in the community hall, and who'd expect life aboard a spaceship to be luxurious. You stop talking just long enough to notice everyone at the table is frowning into their drinks, looking sidelong at one another. You excuse yourself and enjoy your coffee before you get back to work. They don't even wait for you to exit earshot before the bickering resumes, and you distinctly hear your name in a dismissive tone more than once. "Listen, I'm fucking doing it, all right, you bitches. I am planning on demolishing all of these. That not have enough water? Well... You wanted mansions, my guys! Oh, there's not enough water there. Okay. Are you clear now? Are you good water, clean water source? And this is good grass too. Okay, duly noted. Characters leveled up. Good. Chance of gaining XP from tasks when not on the team. Love to see that. What is this? What are you? Wait. Water district. Stores clean water from pumps. Water pump? Yeah, let's build that. We shouldn't need... And then if we build that and a water distributor, that should be okay, right? And if I do that, and we can demolish that when we have people for it. Okay. Demolish. So we need food and water. Food and indeed water. Build a crops farm. Resilient. What is this? What is a building storage is full? It's a waste storage facility. Have we got anything that we can use to process waste? Waste storage facility. Crops farm, cricket farm. That's the nice houses. Water pump, water condenser, water tanks. Byproduct processing facility. What does it do? It takes byproduct, cleans cross on tiles. Takes water and thingy and produces what? Who cares? Let's find out. Does this get processed by the scrubbers at all or no? Does it get processed by the salvage yard? I put it up over here. I don't think I have a person left. No, I do. Okay. Turn 34. Clean tiles, build a crop farm. Build a crop farm. I don't have the ability to do it right now. Resilient. Why can't I build a crop farm? I need building points, I'm guessing. Need water, waste piles. Empty. Okay, so we demolished that again. And I guess we have to build another one. Do the waste piles get got by the scrapper? what I'm hoping for. I don't understand what's stopping me from building a crop farm. Raw materials too available. Yeah, the salvage yard does do stuff with scrap piles. So my guess is that it will eventually... You still don't have enough water. You're still full. That doesn't have enough power. Maybe we get rid of another one of these. A little bit confused. You barely register the sound of someone knocking at your door before it flies open. They're going to have to think I hung up on them. Hurry, please. You've got to let me have more parts. You don't recognise the person in front of you. You ask who the hell they are. He gives his name was Darius Solak, with great irritation at the interruption for niceties. Now, what's this about parts? He explains breathlessly. They've got aliens, real aliens, swapping signals with me, but our ship and theirs must be getting too far apart because I can't reach them anymore. I have to boost transmission power or I think they'll hang up on them. He looks near tears, desperate to rekindle contact. I just need your sign-off on some radio materials. Aliens are new to you. Even half awake, you have some questions. You drag yourself to your computer console. Before going further, you can at least check the signal transmission logs. You tune out Darius's background explanations and remarkably specific claims while you search the logs. You think to begin the search with outbound signals from Darius's quarters, and that instinct is rewarded. A lengthy log of results dating back through the entire week scrolls before you. Decrypting the inbound signal's origin will be the hard part, but then you find it. The inbound signals were mostly received via the ship's long-range radio telescope, except for one that originated aboard the ship itself, from the quarters of one of your team members, Nathan Hoffman's room. So the signals were spoofed to appear that they were originating from beyond the ship, but one night the spoofing failed and his tracks were left uncovered. Darish's mouth hangs open as you tell him the full truth. A silence stretches on for so long after you're done speaking that you're about to speak again, but Darius snaps out of it. I've been xenophile catfished by Hoffman? I can't believe this. He turns and marches out of your quarters. It's so late. You're grateful for the quiet that allows you to go back to sleep. You're nearly drifting off when a thought crashes through your piece like Darius bursting into your room. He didn't say where he was going when he left, and he knows Nathan is responsible. You quickly get back up. You hurry to Nathan Hoffman's corpses. You find him in the hallway amidst a chaotic pile of his belongings. He wears an expression somewhere between confusion and fury. What the hell is this? Someone busted into my place while I was out and threw everything I own all over. It's even worse inside. Ask if just maybe there's someone who might have a reason to be upset with them. Nathan looks sharply at you. Oh, you know about that, huh? His head hanged. I didn't think it'd go this far, he mumbles. I honestly thought Darius was in on it. When I realised they thought it was all real, I tried to cut it off, but I guess they were already in too deep. Nathan can be a bit unpredictable, but you don't think this is worth escalating. You do, however, give him a firm warning. No more pranks. His place on the team is on the line. He looks surprised. Right, I understand. He doesn't apologise immediately, but you talk it up to surprise rather than defiance. You take your leave to let him clean up the pile of his belongings. A few days later, Nathan emails you and Darius apologising for the confusion. He says he'll try to rethink his actions. He'll try to think his actions through before he acts in the future. Yeah, you bet had. How do I build a crop farm? I'm guessing I need the materials for it. Potential soylent green contender. Maybe. What's this? Planetfall progress not available in demo. Okay. I don't think our basic needs are even met. Okay. I don't know how we make raw materials. Do you make raw materials? It requires 1 pack for salvage. Probably already made one of these. Yeah, it's literally this. What are you doing? You provide... Yeah, that's not doing anything. I think I might have totally just like messed up this. Okay. It's supposed to provide raw materials. I'm very confused. I'm not building a second one of those because I have one. I'm not saying it doesn't have water and it's got water right next to it. Are you on? Yeah, you're working. Are you on? Yeah. Produces bio-waste. So what can we do with bio-waste? Moves and stores any bio-waste. I do shit with it. Bio-waste storage facility. Right, that's built. So how do I get more? Building blocks. Buddy reminds you of Darius Stolis' birthday to attend. You're already a little late. You heard it. Hurry. You arrive. Darius is there alone. He looks up at you and musters a smile. Oh, Darius! Everyone's probably still just finishing dinner or work. He says it's still a little early. Come in. You two chat about work, the ship's journey, the artificially generated weather. You loop back to work again. You realise it's getting late. Oh, Darius. Darius catches you looking at the time. He shakes his head. Well, that's it then. Nobody else is coming. I won't keep you here any later. Have a good night. You consider your options. Propose an outing to celebrate, just the two of you. Darius deserves a proper birthday celebration and you're going to see it through. You're going to make it a birthday he'll never forget. Your enthusiasm is clearly infectious. Despite himself, he begins to smile. Well, what would we do exactly? Let's go on a fun hike. What Darius needs is a fun hike. The temperate biome has some beautiful wilderness that deserves appreciation. You agree to meet the next day. You spend the morning hiking together. As you stroll through the biomes, little valleys and modest peaks, the two of you chat about light-hearted things. You start to see that there's a subtle sense of humour in Darius. During the hike, you try to encourage it. He even makes you laugh several times. You compliment him. You hadn't and he was so much fun. As soon as this gets out, you're certain he'll attract friends with ease. You both agree to find time to return to see the beautiful view from this little hill you found. Aww! Fucking how do I do this? I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. I thought this provided building mats, but it's not. So I think I'm kind of I think I've built ahead of myself and I fluffed it, maybe. These are the same building. This is a waste storage, that's waste storage. So it just gets full and then it can't do anything else. I genuinely don't know what to do. Other than restarting, I don't know what to do. And I think I've probably played enough of this. It feels like it's a mix between like a city builder and something like Civilization. I was expecting it to be more spacey and maybe a little bit more on the humor side, and I don't think I'm getting that from this. I think maybe the tutorial could do with being a little bit more, the onboarding could be a bit more interesting, or not interesting, a bit better, I think.